So yeah, today is your first session, guys. Today is your demo on the Power BI. So just before starting the session, guys, I just want to give a brief introduction about myself. Just quick. I don't want to take much time, guys. Just a 2 minutes. Now it's not more than 2 minutes. So I want to give my brief introduction regarding myself. So this is Vamsi Krishna Guttula here, guys. So I'm having almost all somewhere around 20 plus years of experience. Mostly I was into, so all these 20 years I worked on the data related technologies. So I started my career with database management like SQL, PL SQL, database systems like Oracle. We have a SQL server, MySQL. So I was expert in the database systems. After that, I moved to database admin, like backup, recovery, these kind of strategies. And after that, I moved to business intelligence, BI, as you know, that Power BI. In Power BI, you know what is BI stands for. It's basically stands for business intelligence. And after that, I was into the big data systems like Hadoop, Spark, etc. I worked on the big data. And from the last 7 years, I was into the data science related trainings, guys. So my main specialization, my main expertise is data science. I also done one certification program from IIIT Hyderabad on advanced AI and ML certification. Also, I have done from IIIT Hyderabad. So IIIT is one of, you know, that IIIT is one of the most prestigious institutes after IITs. I think you know that if you want to get the admission into IIIT, at least we have to clear the JEE mains. At least we have to clear them. So it is a little bit, and it's going to be in one of the top, apart from that prestigious institute after IITs, where they will do a lot of research mainly on the information technology related to IT, whereas IITs are going to be related to technology, and these are going to be related to information technologies. And also collaborated with various training institutes like DURGASOFT, Naresh IT, PEEDS, Satya. And apart from that, also I was one of the consultant trainer for XLR, which is one of the a corporate a training academy, mostly concentrates on AI, ML, business and business analyst, data analyst, that type of roles. So this is about myself, guys, just to give some brief introduction. And today we are here to take, so as at I'm going to take 3 days, I'm going to take 3 demos I'm going to take in, guys. So one is today, tomorrow, today's Thursday, Friday and Saturday, 3 days. I'm going to conduct the demo classes. You can attend at a free of cost. After that, from Monday onwards, we'll start with our main concepts will start. And before that, you have to register for the course. Okay. So let me start with our introduction. So today it is purely introduction class, guys. Like I'm going to tell you about like what is Power BI, what is our course curriculum, what are the different ways, what are the different skills, what are the different roles, so that we'll get some idea about those particular concepts, guys. Just 40-45 minutes I'll take the discussion. After that, I can take some few questions from your side, and then we can end up the session for today. That is our action plan for today, guys. So we all of you know that nowadays Power BI has become a common skill, guys. Everybody came to know about that. I think I need not to even tell you about what is Power BI and why do you require the Power BI tool. Anybody, guys? I want to just hear from your side. You can unmute and you can speak, guys. So tell me, guys, what do you know about Power BI? Anybody? Anyone, guys? You can just unmute yourself and you can speak, guys.
Power BI is reporting tool. It's a Microsoft product. We use generally to generate the reports.
Okay, fine.
And there are a lot of visualization options, cards, slices, lot of things are there.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
also not aware of that.
Okay,
But
no, fine. Yes, at least what do you know? What do you know about a Power BI? That's it. Yeah.
The
Yes, yeah.
Power BI is sir good for the handle the small amount of data, but there is still we have the privilege to handle the high volume of data, and as well as Power BI has lot of visualizations and highly to create the highly interactive dashboards.
Sure.
Power BI will be helpful.
Yes, absolutely, guys. Power BI is a tool, or I can say that it is a tool or a software. It's a tool or which is going to be a software which was developed by Microsoft. It is mainly developed by the Microsoft, guys. And what is the main purpose of this particular tool or a software? Mainly we call it as Power BI is which is nothing but what we call it as a data visualization software or a data visualization tool. It was developed by Microsoft. Okay. So what are going to be the visuals? What are going to be the visualizations? What visuals we can create? That is okay. Later we'll discuss about that. But coming to the simple definition to understand the Power BI is, it's a data visualization software or a data visualization tool from Microsoft. So what is a data visualization software? A data visualization software is nothing but which can convert a raw formatted data, whatever the raw formatted data was there, which is a raw format data was there, it can convert this into a very beautiful visuals, a colorful visuals we can convert it. That is what basically we can say about this particular so-called as the data visualization software. So simple, a raw formatted data or a raw format data can be converted into visuals. So why do you require this visual? So visualization is basically required. What is the basic purpose of visualizations? When you look at a raw formatted data, we cannot understand anything from that. We can't understand it. Like obviously we know that nowadays data storage has become very, very cheap. So that's why every company is storing even every minute information, whether it may be used or whether it may not be used also, everything they are preferring to store. So nowadays data storage has become very simplified. But whenever you want to understand the story behind the data, just what we generally say that this data visualization skill is also what we call it as a storytelling skill. So whatever the information that is available in the data, that information we have to extract it. That is what we call it as a storytelling skill. These business analyst people or these particular business analysts or the whatever the business people are there. So whenever they want to take a business decision, simply earlier days it was like that. They used to take a decision. So after that, whether the decision may work or may not work. But nowadays, the business people are not taking that kind of a risk. So after having a thorough analysis only, they want to start a decision or they want to take a decision. Even they want to open a new branch, first of all, or a new store by a particular company. First, they will do a lot of analysis on that. So what kind of people will stay around here? For example, we know that, right? So wherever there is going to be a lot of training academies are there or these computer training softwares, almost all we are going to have all the computer related stores will be available here. Like for example, you may be, if you are from Hyderabad or if you from any south, generally, all of you have an idea about that. So Amirpet is in one of the place in Hyderabad. So which is a well known for training, all these software training academies. I don't know whether you have visited or not. So if once you visit the Amirpet, you don't believe in guys. It is going to be in the Amirpet center. Everything is going to be a lot of training academies will be there. A lot of boards, a lot of signboards, etc. There only you will find all the stores related to Lenovo, Dell, the HP, Acer. Not only that, even computer repair softwares or the computer shops where we can buy. So see how the business people are taking. They don't want to just open a store somewhere. Nowadays, it is not like that. They will study the information. They will study the data. So what kind of a data was there? Every data need to be converted into a visual, mainly for performing some kind of a business decisions. Nowadays, whenever a company want to take a decision, whether they want to promote a product or whether they want to open a new store or whether they want to start a business in a particular location, first they will take some analysis. How that data was there, how our business is operating in various locations. Why should I open a new store? Why should I, from where I have to open the new store? All this only based on some analysis only they want to do that. So to support their analysis, what is required? Simply if you give a raw formatted data, you cannot understand it. So the data you have to convert into a very beautiful visualizations, we have to convert it. If you convert that into visualization, easily we can take a decisions. Like for example, let us say that, a simple example to say that, let us say we are having the month and we are having the sales. So let us say that in the month of January, how much sales we done. So there is going to be some X amount is there. In the month of February, what is the amount? Let us say some Y amount is there. Like that, we are having up to which is nothing but December is there. For example, so which month is having the highest sales? Which month is having the least sales? If you want to analyze that, first of all, we have to read all these 12 values we have to read. Being it is a 12 values, it won't take that much time. But if you read it completely, we can understand it. But if the same data, if I convert this into a visual format like this, like for example, I just created some kind of a bar chart, what we can say that this is what we call it as a bar chart or a column chart, what we can say that. Just an example, I don't require even to read the values also. This is the month of Jan, this is month of Feb, it's a month of March, let us say in the month of December. So just no need to even look at the data also, just no need to have the data also. Just if we can look at the bar size or whatever the column size, so this month has generated the highest sales and this month has generated the least sales. Just by looking at the graph or looking at that particular bars, we can identify that. That is what basically the power of the data visualization. And there is also one more technical reason also. There is a scientific reason is there. Your human brain, whatever all this data has to be interpreted by the human brain only, right? So the human brain can process the visuals 10 times faster than the raw data. That means it is going to be 10 times faster than the raw data, guys. That means if for a human brain, if it requires, let us say that, for example, if it is required 5 seconds of time or 10 seconds of time to understand this data, so visual will take only just a 1 second of time. It's a scientific reason is also there. That is the reason why the people prefer everything. Managerial level people, they want to see every data in a format of visual. They says that we are not going to accept any data in a raw formatted. Everything we have to convert this into a visual format. You have to convert it. That is what the basic purpose of visualization. So a visualization is a skill or a technique which we are going to use to convert our raw formatted data into a visual format. So what is why we have to require visuals? Visuals are basically required to support or to take some business decisions. And if the data is going to be, can be easily interpretable whenever the data in a visual format rather than in a, which is going to be in a data format like this here now. Then the main question comes is, how can you do the data visualization? So remember guys, data visualization is a skill, or I say that it is a one technique, what we can say that. Then how do you perform this data visualization, guys? There are two ways are there to perform this data visualization. So what are the different ways? I'm just giving an idea, guys. Though we are going to learn Power BI, only Power BI is not the only solution, guys, right? The only Power BI is not the solution. We have a different solutions are there. So how to do the data visualization? Data visualization can be performed in two different aspects, guys, or in two different modes we can do that. Don't think that Power BI is the only solution for data visualization. There are other competitors are also there. Then why Microsoft is going to be having a more better opportunities and better, we are going to be having the usage is going to be there so that you can understand it. Okay. Coming to the data visualization, guys, we can do it in two ways. One is nothing but by using some kind of a coding. That means by coding or by what we can call it as scripting. That means user has to write some script. User has to write some code. Obviously, whenever you want to write a code or you want to write a script, obviously, we all of you know that we require some kind of an basic, which is nothing but at least some programming language or some kind of a scripting language is required. Like examples, I can do this data visualization by writing some script by using some kind of a languages like Python or R languages. We can use it, guys, etc. I'm not saying that only Python and R. There are so many other languages are there, but I'm saying that it is just by using some Python or R, we can create our visuals. But what is the main problem with this coding part, guys? The first problem is user need to be expert in that, right? Isn't it? Some expertise is required. So why expertise is required? You have to know how to work with Python, or you have to know how to work with R, or we have to know how to write some kind of a language. Some language we have to require. Some kind of an expertise is required. Secondly, it is going to be a time consuming because coding is going to be, we have to write the code, we have to test the code, verify whether it is running correctly or not. All these things we have to do, and then we have to use it. So that is what we call it as a coding base. It's a time consuming, guys, and a little bit expertise is required, like languages like Python, R, etc. I'll show you today. I'll show you because I was an expert in Python and R, guys. But because I was into the data science, I think you heard about the data science. Most of the data science people use as a popular languages like Python and R. So even we can also use some other languages, but most popularly known is Python and R. The other one is nothing but using GUI. What is meaning of using GUI is nothing but it's a graphical user interface. We all of you know that. What do you mean to say graphical user interface? Windows. You know the two different operating systems. Like for example, you may be here, we all of you are using Windows, guys. Apart from Windows, we can use also some kind of a Linux, or we are having some Linux operating system is there. So generally we don't that much, we prefer the Linux operating systems, guys. Why? Because Linux is not that much user friendly. It is not that much comfortable user interface is not available. That's why generally to work with Linux, we require some little bit hands-on, mostly everything by writing some scripting only, we have to work on that. But GUI based is very, very easy. But security wise and all these things, the Linux is very comfortable, guys, better. So many people think that Linux is completely, we have to write by using commands, but it is more comfortable, guys, once you get a hands-on practice. So coming to the GUI based also, guys, we can create the reports simply by drag and drop. No need to write any code. Simply by drag and drop, only with the help of the mostly mouse usage will be more, guys. We don't have that much completely mouse usage. So what is the examples of GUI based, guys? Like we are having Power BI. So Power BI is a GUI based reporting tool, guys, or a data visualization tool. Not only Power BI, we have some other tools like Tableau, or we are having something called as an ClickSense. So these are all going to be some of the, what we can say about the, what are the different type of the data visualization tool. Here also I can do the data visualization, guys, but you have to write some script, some expertise is required and time consuming. Here it is drag and drop. Here also we can create the visuals, but simple drag and drop like Power BI, Tableau, ClickSense, etc. What is the advantages of this one, guys? No expertise is required. You don't require any expertise, guys. No expertise is required without having any prerequisites. So there is no prerequisite to learn the Power BI, guys. Anybody can learn Power BI. Even some people says that, sir, SQL is required. I'm not saying that SQL is mandatory. Even if you have the knowledge also, well and good. Even if you don't have the knowledge also, you can manage. Just if you have a little bit basic knowledge, sufficient, guys. And second thing is going to be, it does not take that much time because drag and drop, simple with the help of the mouse, we can do it, guys. So it is going to be very less time. It is going to be it consumes very less time, guys. Maybe approximately I can say that, for example, it may take 3 hours of time, maybe to create some complex reports. Here it is going to take somewhere around 50 to 30 minutes, 15 to 30 minutes you can complete of it. Why? Because completely Power BI provides all that flexibility. For every utility, there is an option is there. Click here, operation will be performed. Here it is not like that. For every operation, we have to write some kind of a scripting we have to write. So Power BI is a GUI based. Yes, absolutely, it is a data visualization tool, but I say that it is nothing but a GUI based. Obviously, software means it is a tool, guys. No need to write any code, which is going to be a GUI based tool or a GUI based software, basically from Microsoft, used for data visualization, guys. Okay. Now, just before going to that, just nothing is there. I want to see the history also, guys. Let's just a small history, because I know that because most of the data, these Power BI experts, maybe they are working from last 5 years, last 7 years, they're working on Power BI, but they may not be aware about the previous generation reporting tools. So how the trend, how the changes has been taken place, I'll just give you a little bit introduction about that to know the history about that. So, okay, Power BI, when the Power BI came into the picture, guys, Power BI came into the picture almost all somewhere around 2013, it came into the picture, guys. That has been came. Then before Power BI, don't you have the reporting tools? Yes, we have the reporting tools, but there are a little bit old generation. So let me show you the history about that, because I have seen all these reporting tools. I have seen, guys. It's initially because I completed my graduation almost all in the year 2001. At that time, you can imagine 2001 how much it is going to be. Almost all 24 years back, I completed my bachelor's. Okay, my experience is almost all 22 plus years of experience, almost all. So I said 20, it is 20 plus years of experience. So it is going to be, so I have seen the industry, guys, how the changes has been taken place, what are the different architectures. Generally, nobody can explain that unless he was into the market from the last 20 years of time. So initially in around some before 2000s, I can say, guys, before 2000, if you take it, in earlier before 2000, generally we used to call it as an first generation reporting tool. Generally, we call it as first generation reporting tools, guys. We used to use some kind of a reports called as crystal reports is a reports what we used to do, guys. Crystal reports. It's a very, very old generation reporting tools. Nowadays, no one is using the crystal reports. It was initially created by some company, maybe some Seagate or some company created. Later, it has been taken over by various companies, guys. I think now it was under the control of SAP. You know that SAP, right? So under the control of SAP, now the crystal reports is there. In earlier, before 2000, only one reporting tool, guys. Only and only one reporting tool. But after 2000, guys, you can take after 2000, if you can take it, almost all up to 2012, we can say. 2002, 2012, a second generation reporting tools has came, guys. So I'll tell you why the requirement has came, why the second generation reporting tools has came. Obviously, we all of you know that, guys, whenever a new technology comes or whenever a new technology comes, automatically these tools has to adopt to that particular technology. So at that time, in 2000s only, guys, business intelligence came into the picture. Around 2000 only, business intelligence. So many people says that business intelligence is a very new, that means that's a little bit started from 2010. But starting from 2001, 2002, I have seen the business intelligence, guys. But at that time, very little bit, very limited scope, limited features only we used to work with that. So we used to work on data warehousing concepts. So all this has been, whatever that particular topics we covered there, we use it there around in 2000s. Based on that only, today all these new technologies and all this has been came, guys. So in the 2000s, there is an introduction of, due to some introduction of BI. So it is the introduction of BI. What happened here is a new type of data visualization tools came into the picture, guys. Because crystal reports are unable to handle this business intelligence. The business intelligence is a new architecture they have got in. So they brought some kind of a new data they got in, guys. So what they have got it here now. So there we have some tools like Cognos. It was initially created by a company called as Cognos, but later now it was acquired by IBM. Generally in software industry happens, guys. So tool will be developed by some company. Later it is acquired by some other company. Like we know that whatever the app we are using nowadays, when a daily life, every day everyone using WhatsApp. So WhatsApp was now taken over by Facebook. Now it is Meta, but initially it was not developed by Facebook. Some person has developed it. Later the Facebook has acquired that particular product, and now it is now within the control of Meta. Like that, Cognos also was initially developed by some company called as Cognos, but later it has been acquired by IBM. Now it is called as IBM Cognos. Same as it is, we used to have something called as an business objects. So initially, as I said that no business objects, first initially they have acquired the crystal reports, and now the business objects is also under the control of SAP. So there is an SAP company is there, that company controls this particular business objects. And even from Microsoft also, guys, we have a tool called as SSRS. This is nothing but Microsoft reporting tool. Then obviously we'll get a doubt. Sir, as you're saying that SSRS is a Microsoft reporting tool, then why Power BI? Is Power BI is nothing but replacement of SSRS? No, guys. I simply say that it is not the complete updation of SSRS, or I'm not saying that SSRS is updated to Power BI. So they have taken a Power BI tool because I'll tell you why the Power BI came into the picture. But Microsoft is also having a reporting tool called as SSRS also, guys. Then why the Power BI? So there is some architectural changes, some new technology has been came. So to support all the new technology, they are not supported because they developed only based on the old technology. So to support the new technology, they have developed the Power BI, guys. So even I was also expert in SSRS. So it used to be what we used to call it as reporting services. Around 2005, they started almost all up to 2012, 2013. SSRS, this Microsoft product is in the market. And almost all it is at the top place. After Power BI came, Tableau came and replaced them. But almost all that particular, almost all 7-8 years of time, almost all the reporting services has been in the top place in the computer industry, in the software industry, guys. After that, after 2012, I can say that after 2012, the third generation reporting tools has came. So whatever the current generation reporting tools we are using, they comes under the third generation reporting tools, guys. Then why the third generation reporting tool has came? Why second generation reporting tool came? Introduction of business intelligence. In 2012 approximately, guys, it is introduction of cloud computing came into the picture, guys. So cloud technology and cloud computing has been came into the picture. So being the cloud computing has been came into the picture, all these whatever the reporting tools we are talking in the second generation, they are unable to migrate it to cloud. That's why what they have got is the companies has got up with some kind of a new tools and a new softwares they have come. Microsoft immediately came up with a Power BI. So mainly the main difference between Power BI and the SSRS is Power BI can connect to most of the cloud. SSRS cannot connect to that many cloud services. Mostly Power BI can almost all connect to almost all any type of cloud service, whereas SSRS will have a very, very limited services will be there. So examples of third generation reporting tools are, we are having Power BI, and we also have something like an Power BI. We have an, what can I say? What shall I say? Power BI. We have a Tableau. We are having a Tableau, guys, and we also have a something like an, as I said that it is going to be ClickSense, etc. These are all going to be some of the tools what we can talk about them, guys. So these are going to be some of the softwares which we can see as part of the third generation reporting tools, guys. Got it? So what I can say about the total about the Power BI, guys? A Power BI is a third generation GUI based reporting tool from Microsoft, which is capable to converted a raw formatted data into which is going to be converted into some kind of a beautiful business visuals or a business reports. Based on that particular reports, the business people can take the decisions for that. And the main question comes from most of the people is, sir, after learning Power BI, what kind of a roles of jobs what we can apply, guys? As I can say this, Power BI is not just generally, that means if you learn only Power BI, that means generally what we can say, guys, is nowadays, as you know, that the industry is not expecting like saying that we want only a person who is having one single skill. Nowadays, companies are looking for multiple skills, guys, right? They are verifying, they are looking for multiple skills, who are having the multiple skills. So what type of roles we can apply, guys? Like what type of people require all these kind of a data visualization skills, guys? First one, generally we can apply for the jobs like report developers. There is a report developers, or what we can call them as data visualization experts, report developers. What is their basic role is, guys? Their basic role is to create the reports. Their main complete role is they want to create the reports and share the reports to your managers, clients, whatever you want to require it. And even you can also work like a freelancing developers also, they can work, guys. So some companies, small companies will be there, guys. So they cannot hire a complete an expert to their particular company. Then what they can do is they will look for some kind of a freelancer, like a freelancer report developers. If you can upload your resume into LinkedIn saying that you are interested in working as a freelance report developer, then clients or companies can hire, then they can approach you, and they says that they will pay based on monthly basis or weekly basis, they will pay, and says that we want some kind of a report. But because for small companies, they cannot hire a complete report developer. With a basic skill only, they can hire them. So you can also work like in freelancing developers also we can work. So report developer means if you know the Power BI, that is sufficient. Along with Power BI, just a little bit knowledge of SQL or something, if you have a knowledge, that will be a little bit added advantage. But I said that it's not mandatory. But apart from report developers, nowadays, why this many people are learning Power BI, guys? It's not to become a report developer. Not only to become a report developer, some kind of an other roles, guys. Like you can hear about something called as a data analyst. So if you go for a job like role like a data analyst, I'm not saying that if you learn Power BI, you will become a data analyst. Along with some skills, like what skills you require, SQL plus Python, some other kind of an Excel, if you know that. Plus, along with that, we also require the Power BI. So maybe some person want to become a data analyst. He learned SQL, he learned Python, he learned SQL. Then he will join for he will learn the Power BI classes. So everyone who is getting trained from me, they don't want to become only report developers. They want to become data analyst. Apart from that, there are so many other roles are there, guys. It is almost all data engineering people. For data engineering people, the Power BI is not that much mandatory. But even those people also have to require some kind of an data engineering people also should have a little bit of basic programming, the basic reporting skills also required. But there they will learn something about SQL, Python, big data. They learn these type of skills, guys. They will learn big data. It is going to be big data. And apart from that, it is also going to be Power BI. Like this. If you see the data engineering roles, so SQL will be there, Python will be there, some kind of a big data, whatever the big data frameworks may be there, plus along with that, some kind of a data visualization. So better to say, guys, instead of saying Power BI, I say that it is going to be data visualization skill. Whether you do it with the help of Power BI, whether you do it with the help of Tableau does not matter, but some kind of a data visualization skill is required, guys. Apart from that, you also have seen one of the huge demand, guys, data science. It is my subject. Mainly I was an expert in data science. Almost 7 years of experience on the data science. That is my main subject, guys. So also I'll handle a lot of data science trainings, mostly on ML, AI, artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, this kind of a thing. So if you want to become a data science expert, what we require, guys? So we require machine learning, we require deep learning, we require AI, plus along with that, we have to require some kind of a data visualization skills. So data visual, whether you use Power BI, whether you use a Tableau does not matter, but it is going to be data visualization. So what I mean to say is, don't think that only the people who want to become a report developers has to learn Power BI. Anyone who want to work in any of the skills, almost all nowadays, guys, whatever may be the skill, whatever may be your technology, they have to have a minimal knowledge of some kind of a reporting. Like I've seen some project, guys, in Java project, it is completely Java project, but inside the Java project, they want some kind of they used to create some visuals, but they need not to be that much experts in visual, just a small visuals only they want to create it. So for that, you need not to completely learn Power BI. At least if you have some basic knowledge of Power BI, that is sufficient. But these people needs a little bit, these people, guys, mainly report developers requires more and more expertise on the whatever this particular data visualization tool. These may not be required that much extent. Higher level is not required. Just an intermediate level, if you know that, that is going to be sufficient. So depending on your requirement, depending on the skill, whatever you want to get in the Power BI, so we have to learn at different stages. But my course curriculum, whatever the course curriculum we are going to deliver here is, after you complete your Power BI training, so you can become a real, that means you can become a Power BI expert. You can apply for the roles of report developers. If you already have the other skills like SQL, Python, Excel, you can also apply the jobs like data analyst role also we can expert. Check it out. Go to Naukri portal and check out what is a data analyst skill. There is going to be data visualization skill is mandatory, guys. Whether they use Power BI, whether you use Tableau, whether you use some other thing does not matter. And one more thing also, guys. Don't think that we are learning Power BI. We are learning a data visualization skill. But once you learn Power BI, easily we can handle the Tableau. Once you learn the Power BI, easily we can handle the scripting also. So once if you learn one skill, terminologies will be same only, guys. In the tomorrow's class, I'll show you just a basic difference between how the coding and how this particular GUI based is going to work, guys. Okay. And daily, it's going to be daily, guys. Daily 1 hour class will be there. So your class timing will be between 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. is your class timing, guys. And it is going to be it's very easy to learn, guys. It's going to be very easy to learn. It is going to be approximately, you can spend somewhere around 2 months of time, guys. Just maybe 2 months or 2.5 months, not more than that. It is not required, guys. Just if you can become an expert, just if you can dedicate your 2.5 months of time, you will get this skill called as a report development skill will come, guys. So whether you want to go for report developer, whether you want to go for a data analyst, or whether you want to go for a data engineer, first of all, one of the basic and common skill is, guys, it is a data visualization is a common skill. Just spend 2 hours of time, guys. 1 hour attend the class, 1 hour session you have to attend, guys. And 1 hour you have to practice in, guys. Just very simple practice, guys. Even you don't require any, so I'll share them, but you don't require anybody help. Everything is just like how you work with presentation, PPTs. Okay, how do you go for the Word documents? How do you work with Excel sheet? That much easy, guys. Every option will be there. Just click on this, click on this, click on this, or select this option, what it will happen. Learning is very, very easy, guys. So dedicate 2 months of time. Every day, 2 hours of time, 1 hour for session, 1 hour for practice, guys. You can become an expert in Power BI. You can become an expert in Power BI. After that, depending on your experience, depending on the other skills you have it, you can apply for different roles. But one thing is guaranteed is I can say that you will become an expert in Power BI. If you can dedicate every day 2 hours of time for 2 months of time, 60 days into 120 hours, 120 to 150 hours, guys. If you can dedicate that time, you can become a complete expert. And once you know the data visualization skill, in future, if any new tool comes also, it is very easy to learn. One time you are going to learn, guys. Every time, once in a life, if you learn one reporting tool, sufficient. You can easily migrate to other reporting tools. At least basic, you can manage it. For example, with the knowledge of Power BI, if I ask you to work with Tableau, maybe you cannot work complete expertise, but slowly you can easily we can handle the Tableau also, because terminologies are the same: scatter plot, bar charts, pie charts, line charts, which is going to be some other charts. What is x-axis, what is y-axis, what is legend, everything is going to be the same only, guys. I'll show you the environments so that we can understand that. Look and feel appearance will be different, but maximum concept is going to be the same concept, guys. Okay. So apart from this, what is going to be, what you can get it in the training is, guys, every day, whatever the session we conducted here, this 1 hour session is going to be given as a recorded video. You will get the recorded videos, guys. So it is completely at a free of cost. You are not going to be charged anything. It is going to be free of cost, guys. In some training academies, they says that training program is 5,000 plus if you want to get the videos, it is going to be 4,000. But only thing is this recorded videos will be given an access for 6 months of time. So 2 months is training, guys. After that, extra 4, or at least you are going to get another 3 months of, we are going to get the access. So we don't get a lifetime, but in the case, if you want to get after 6 months also, we have to pay some money and you have to get the videos, guys. But for 6 months, it is going to be free of cost. If you want, you can complete within that particular 6 months of time. It is our classes recording videos, guys. I'm not saying that I'll give you the recording, you have to learn from them. I've seen so many training programs, guys. They says that first 2 days, they will conduct a live instructor class. After that, they says that we are giving the videos, you have to learn from the videos. And what is going to be their explanation from their side is, it is going to be, you can learn whenever you require. Whenever you find the free time, you can learn it. So if you want to learn Power BI from the videos, guys, you need not to pay 5,000, pay 500. Pay 500. In Udemy, you will get a Python classes for 500, guys, less than 500. Recently, they have conducted one, they have given a discount. 349 or something is the price of the Power BI course, guys. But it is not possible to learn from the videos. It's not possible, guys. But their explanation is, it is like whenever you find the time, you can complete. So today, if you have the time, you can spend three classes, 2 classes. They'll explain like that. But that is not a possible case. So this is purely an instructor-led training, starting from day 1 and up to the day end, last day also. It is completely, it is instructor-led. I will be there in the live. You can just learn from me. And if you have any doubts, we can ask the live questions, whatever you want. So that is going to be the one. But every day we'll give the recording video after the class. What is the reason for that? Because it is an online training. So we have a lot of technical issues will be there. Some internet issue from your side, or maybe some audio issue, videos issue, or someday, maybe you may not be available today. You are just off for the class. So what happened in yesterday's class? You can refresh the video, recording video, and you can attend with the next class, guys. That is what is the main purpose. We are giving the recorded videos for reference purpose. And whenever you have missed the class, to just to know about what topic has been done, you will get this recorded videos, guys. But access for 6 months of time. And all the materials, whatever the data sets, and one of the main advantage you can get it from me is, guys, I'm a data scientist, mainly data science expert. Mostly with the real-time data sets only I will work. Most of the examples which I work is mostly with the real time. So remaining trainers, what they will do is small data set they will take and show them. But it's not like that. I'll be using a small lot of real-time data sets. Why? Because mostly my data science programs are going to be on the real data sets only I will be working. Okay, so just let me show you once. This is the data sets what I'm going to use as here, guys. See, all these are going to be some kind of a data sets. There are not small data sets, guys. They are not just a small data sets. It is. Small data set means data size may be less, but data size is going to be very high, guys. It is going to be how many records we have in, guys. 41,189 records are there. So this is the data what we can see. So real data set, guys. Age, job, marital status, education, defaulter or not, housing type, loan, can't contact, what is a month, day. All these are going to be data, guys. Only thing is we don't have any personal data there. It will not be any confidential data will not be available with us because the banks want to share those particular data sets. Okay, we don't have the name. We have only the age of the person, gender of the person, but we don't have any contact number. But what type of contact we have it? Telephone, email, or whatever it is going to be. So like that, we'll use a lot of real data sets to understand the concept. And all visualizations I'll show you with some real-time examples and one project at the end also. We are going to make you to do one project also. So that's it, guys. That is going to be about from what I can explain from my side. Okay. Somebody is asking. Okay, I'll just get back to your questions. So this is about the first introduction class from my side, guys. So just I have given some idea about what is data visualization, how can you perform the data visualization, and how the over the time period, how the generation, different type of generation tools we got it. And apart from that, which type of rules are required and what are the course curriculum, what we are going to provide, guys. It's a purely instructor-led training, just almost all 60 days of training, guys. So you have to just practice it regularly. Whatever I'll tell you in the main classes. So what topics you have to cover, how to practice it, I'll tell you all those things. And all the material, data science, data sets, videos, everything will be given through the access through the Google Drive. Will give the access, guys. Okay. So that's it from my side, guys. That is about first session, guys. So as I said that tomorrow, day after tomorrow, another 2 more demo sessions I'm going to take in, guys. In the 2 demo sessions, I'll cover all the basic concepts, guys. And from Monday, we'll start with the main course curriculum. We'll start it from the Monday's class, guys. Okay. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow, you can attend at a free of cost. So no need to pay anything. But if you want to go ahead with the course, please complete your registration, guys. And course fees is going to be 5K, guys. Including the videos also, guys. Including videos, we are going to get the training program, including the videos, guys. But the videos will be accessible only for 6 months of time. Okay. That is more than enough, guys. 6 months is more than enough. So this is going to be about my course curriculum. Okay. So now if you have any doubts, guys, you can just post your questions or you can unmute yourself and you can speak. So I'll just answer your questions and we'll end up the session for today. Yes, somebody is asking, hi sir, is there any other batch starting from morning 7 a.m. for Power BI? Right now, as of now, I don't have the training programs at 7 a.m. as of now, but please contact DURGASOFT. Maybe if any other trainers may be available. Right now, I was not available at 7 a.m. Right? Srikanth, right? Yes. Anyone, guys? Anyone, if you have any questions, any sort of questions, you can discuss with me, guys. No one? No questions? Anyone?
Hi sir, this is Gayatri.
Yeah. Yes, Gayatri. Yeah.
So along with this Power BI, what are the other, you said, right? Like we can learn Python for data analytical stuff. So what are the, in Python, what libraries that we'll have to learn?
Basic libraries related to data only, like mainly pandas and matplotlib. Because pandas is basically used for data analysis and all these things. Matplotlib and all these things is basically used for reporting purpose. So just if you learn up to pandas and matplotlib, that is sufficient.
Okay.
Okay, if you want to become a data analyst. Why? Because data analysts require those 2 particular libraries mainly.
Okay.
Right. Yes. Any others, guys? Okay.
Hi,
yes.
Sir.
Yes, Naresh. Yeah.
Hi, sir. I think you have covered all these things in basic. That will be I have a good knowledge about that. In this Power BI, will it be covered as the basic knowledge of SQL will be covered in this course?
Yes, absolutely. See, at least we have to cover the basic SQL will be covered. So you may not be getting some advanced level Python is advanced level SQL is not required. But at least some basic level SQL is required. But anyhow, while covering, there is no separately. We are not going to conduct any separate SQL classes. We are not going to cover for that. But within our training program only. So see, while I'm discussing about the merging concept, I will teach you the concept of joins in SQL. Like that, there are some topics are there where we need some basics of SQL is required. At that time, I'm going to discuss about those particular SQL concepts. Absolutely, we have to learn at least some basic level, like what are joins, what is where clauses, group by clauses, having clauses, order by clauses, and at least some basic constraints concepts. These are the topics what we are going to cover them. The basic concepts of SQL is going to be required.
Sure. Thank you,
Sure.
sir.
Right.
And also one more question.
Yes,
Sir.
yeah.
Yeah, you have said that 3 generations of data visualization would be very good idea about all that. And that Power BI has came to the picture of almost near to 9 years to 10 years.
Yes.
I don't know idea about is there in another visualization tool will coming into the picture in the future? Do you have any idea?
Obviously, maybe, but when it will come, when these are unable to handle, see, as of now, after cloud computing, we didn't get any different architectures, isn't it? Now completely we are working with cloud. If any new architecture comes which is a better than cloud, obviously either all these tools has to migrate to the architecture, or else a new visualization tool will come into the picture. But as of now, cloud is the highest level of storage, highest level of computing systems. So as of now, almost everyone is moving towards the cloud only. But in future, maybe after 10 years, if a new architecture comes, obviously then there is going to be, obviously, either this existing tools has to migrate, or if they're unable to migrate it, we will get a new tools we are going to get it in the future.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for that.
Yes. Yes, Srikanth, is there any, will explain any? Absolutely, we'll explain one real-time project. In real time, how do you work with the project? So how this particular deployment will be done, how the sharing will be done, how your organization is going to access the reports, all these things from end to end, starting from development and up to the deployment process, we are going to learn it as part of this training program. Right. Any other sales guys?
A little bit I'm interested in data science as well.
Yes,
and
once
you're a
again.
good trainer of data science.
Yeah, sorry, Vijay, your voice is not clear basically. Can you just...
Now is it audible?
You are audible, but your voice is breaking. Yeah, can you repeat your question once again?
Sir, actually, you are the good trainer of data science as well. Little bit interest I have in the data science as well.
Okay.
So, what the things we have to learn in data science, sir?
In data science, along with this machine learning, the data science main topic is machine learning. So we'll feed the data to the machines. Machines are going to learn from the data. We have some machine learning algorithms are there, deep learning, AI. So all those topics will be there as part of the machine learning concepts. The data science related concept will be there. It's a little bit higher level, but if you want to become, if you want to also become a data science expert, so some kind of a data visualization skill is also going to be required. Generally, they don't learn, but as part of the data science program only, they will learn the basic data visualization skills also will acquire. But main important is machine learning is main important if you want to go towards the data science.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, that's it, guys. That's it. I think most of you have. You can got your answers. So just for today, I'll stop it here. So tomorrow, day after tomorrow, also we'll connect, guys. We'll all complete all the basics, and from Monday onwards, we'll start with our regular classes, guys. Okay. So thanks for today. I'll see you tomorrow, same time with the same link, guys. Thanks all of you, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, guys.